The great council chamber of Velkar was silent. That silence wasn't due to the fact that the council was meeting over matters of war and peace, or that they were about to finalize an agreement between the dominant powers of the Orion arm. It was because of one singular, unexpected interruption. I claim the human as my prize. General Tkari of the Kveth Dominion stood tall, 7.5 feet of armor-plated, obsidian-scaled muscle, her amber eyes glowing in the chamber's crystalline lights. Her voice echoed like a war drum. Whispers rippled through the crowd of diplomats, military leaders, and media drones. The human in question, Lieutenant Marcus Wren of Earth's Stellar Defense Command, a translator and liaison who had only just arrived as part of Earth's diplomatic contingent. He blinked, confused. What? No one understood what had just happened, least of all Marcus himself. Marcus had been briefed before arriving on Velkar. The Kveth were a warrior species, proud and intensely bound by ritual. Earth was small compared to the major empires, but had earned respect through unexpected victories in the Orion incursion and their unmatched adaptability. The Peace Summit was meant to unify warring factions against the ever-approaching Solari swarm. Earth's presence was a gesture, a neutral party to aid communication. But what General Tkari had done was not diplomatic. "You must decline," whispered Ambassador Faye from Earth's side, her voice taut with concern. "They have traditions. The stronger may claim spoils from honorable battle. But this wasn't even a battle." "I didn't do anything," Marcus hissed back. "I was just handing her a data pad." Indeed, moments before her declaration, Marcus had simply approached her to translate a segment of a treaty from her native tongue. Their hands had briefly touched. He had looked up, made eye contact, and smiled politely. And then boom. "I claim the human." The council speaker, a wrinkled being of crystalline thoughts known as Valoran, floated forward. "General Tkari, on what grounds do you make such a claim? No combat has occurred." She replied in calm, ceremonial tones. The human rendered aid without fear. He touched me unbidden. He looked into my eyes without averting his gaze. These acts constitute a triad of honor in Kveth law. More murmurs. Marcus blinked. "Wait, I'm being claimed because I helped her." Tkari stepped closer, her massive frame now blocking his view of the rest of the chamber. "I will explain in private," she said. Then to the council, "It is my right." Back in a private chamber, the tension thickened. 2 guards stood outside. Inside, Marcus faced the intimidating alien warrior who had just appended his entire day. "I apologize," she said suddenly, surprising him. "You what?" "I apologize for startling you. I did not intend to disrupt the proceedings. But I had no other choice." Marcus raised an eyebrow. "No choice but to claim me as a prize." She crossed her arms, revealing the glint of ceremonial scars etched into her biceps. "You do not understand what you did. In Kveth culture, those gestures, touching, eye contact and offering aid, are ancient signs of devotion. Between civilians, they are dismissed. But between a warrior and another, they are binding. You, a human male, performed them without hesitation. To refuse you now would be to shame you." Marcus laughed once. "So let me get this straight. You're protecting my honor." Tkari looked away. "Yes, though. There is more." She hesitated, as if choosing her next words carefully. "I am of high caste, expected to bond with a mate for political alliance. But the warriors chosen for me are trophies, loud and proud but hollow. When you looked at me, human, it was different." "Different how?" "You didn't see a monster. You didn't flinch. You saw me. Marcus was silent for a moment, then softly said, Of course I did. Turi's jaw twitched. Perhaps this began as a gesture to protect your honor. But I will not lie. I want to know more. Marcus sighed. You realize Earth has no concept of this tradition. I thought I was just doing my job. Yes, she said. But perhaps the universe makes strange choices for us. Later that week, the council had nearly descended into chaos over the matter. Dozens of factions interpreted Tkari's declaration differently. Was it a ploy? A romantic scandal? A political maneuver? Earth's ambassador pushed back diplomatically, while Marcus found himself the subject of endless curiosity, media attention, and diplomatic gossip. They allowed Tkari and Marcus to spend time together, for cultural clarification. In truth, it became more. She taught him Kveth martial history. He showed her old Earth films. She introduced him to raw Zuth meat. He pretended not to gag. He gave her fresh-baked cookies from the Earth Embassy. She crushed the first one trying to sniff it, then devoured the rest in seconds. She laughed. He'd never expected that sound from her. It was gravelly, rumbling, but genuine. And Marcus found himself drawn to her. Not just her power or alien beauty, but her loneliness beneath all that armor. Her sense of duty. The way she listened when he spoke, truly listened. They sat under the twin moons of Velkar one night, alone after another council delay. You don't have to keep this up, Marcus told her. Tkari tilted her head. Keep what up? This claim thing. I'll survive the embarrassment. Earth won't go to war over a misunderstanding. She studied him for a long time. I know. But this is no longer about ceremony. You awakened something I thought long dead. He blinked. What's that? Hope. And she gently touched her forehead to his. A Kveth gesture more intimate than a kiss. Ending. Eventually, the council reconvened. Tkari formally withdrew her claim, as a legal matter, but expressed desire for continued relations between Kveth and Earth. Privately, she and Marcus chose to explore their connection not as prize and warrior, but as equals. The galaxy moved on. The Solari threat was addressed. Alliances formed. But across the stars, the tale was told again and again. Of the fierce Kveth general who broke tradition by demanding a human as her prize. Of the human who, through nothing more than kindness, touch, and a smile, became the first to pierce the armor of a warrior whose heart had never known peace. No one understood why she had chosen him, but she did. And that was enough.